shit. Today, we're going to be talking about the Droideka.
Here we have set 75381. It has 583 pieces. It cost me 100 Australian dollars. So you can definitely get it cheaper. I got mine from Toy World, which always seems to me you're going to be paying a little bit more. On the box, it is the typical 18 plus set with the black background. And on the back, it shows the droid all rolled up, as well as some stills from the movie, the minifigure scale Droideka, as well as the plaque. The set also comes with 11 stickers. And in the instructions, you'll find some stills from The Phantom Menace, as well as some info about the first time that we saw the Droideka, which is in, of course, The Phantom Menace, episode 1. And Obi-Wan says, "Master, destroy us!" In the very back of the instruction book, you'll find the steps on how to roll up the Droideka. I feel like every time I roll this up, I'm doing something wrong because it never looks the same, but I get pretty close to it. Tells you need to move straight up arm pieces forward. You need to lift up the actual arms, put out these little side bits, then you move the body forwards and the front down. Now you need to take off the legs, which just pop off pretty easily. You put them back on upside down. There you have it. But I still feel like I'm doing something wrong because that does not look the same. Something I have definitely done wrong. But I mean, there it is. It does roll, sort of. If you did it properly, it would roll better. You could display it like this if you want, but personally, I think it definitely looks better up the right way. Now, for the actual set, it's pretty nice. I really like it, and it looks pretty detailed and kind of realistic. I think it looks really nice. For the sensors, they've actually used lipstick pieces, which I don't know if you'll be able to see it from that far away, which works really well because the red shows through with the grey around the outside, and it just makes the perfect piece for a sensor. The stickers are used to show detail on the back of the shell, as well as the arms and the little side panels down here as well. When I first found out about this set, I did kind of worry that it was going to be kind of ugly, but I think it's really nice. I think it's a great display piece. And the fact that you can roll it up is pretty cool. I'm not going to display it that way because it's kind of a pain to manually put it into a ball, but it is a cool function to have. And it's not a play set. This is definitely a display set, but if you wanted to play with it, you could. And you can roll it up and you can roll it across your table or your floor, whatever you want. But then you have to remember that if you're pretending to, I don't know how do people play with the Lego. If you're pretending to be in a battle or something, you can roll it, but then you have to pause everything, take it apart and put it back together again. But again, it's a display set, not intended to be played with. This set also comes with an information plaque, as well as the 25th anniversary brick and the minifigure scale Droideka as well. You can roll it up. Is it meant to? Oh, well, I don't know, but you can do it. And for this minifigure scale Droideka, I think they've done a pretty good job. They've got the gap at the back, just like the main figure does, and it's got the blasters as little arms, which makes it look pretty good. You can tell what it is by looking at it. You get the printed information plaque, which is so much better than stickers. I'm so happy that they don't do that anymore. Or if they do, they don't do it as much. And the brick, of course, the brick that you get is the 25th anniversary brick. This set is, of course, a 25th anniversary Lego Star Wars set. But this set is also from The Phantom Menace, and it's also the 25th anniversary for The Phantom Menace. It would have been cool to have a brick to show that as well, but the 25th anniversary does the job. And back to the actual build. The build was fun. I really enjoyed it. The combination between Technic and regular Lego bricks was nice, and it was quite fun to build. And seeing as it's Technic, it doesn't look that Technic-y. It looks good. You can see on the inside, they've used a lot of grey, light grey and dark grey pieces for the inside of the body, and it's great. I'm really happy that they chose those colours, and of course it's a robot. They're going to have grey colours, but it's nice that it's not very jarring with the rest of the build. It really matches well with the brand. Set also has recoil, so if you move the arms, the other one moves forward. Again, even though it's not a playset, it's a very cool function, and I kind of quite like it. It's good, and it's just fun. It has the built-in blasters in the arms, and it's got these little cord pieces, little black cord pieces to show the wiring of the Droideka. Only thing is, whenever I move mine, I might just not have mine in properly. They always fall out. So whenever I move it, I have to chuck it back in. I do think being able to roll it up is a cool function of this set. But what would have been cooler, and again, I know that this isn't a play set, but what would have been cool is if they had have done something like they did in, I think it was 2000s. There's a Technic Droideka set where you could actually, it's rolled up, you roll it out like across the table and it pops up into like attack formation, which would have been so cool. And of course, that set was much bigger. It looked very Technic-y and not as detailed, of course, and it was much bigger, but that is so cool. And of course, this is not a playset. Like I said, I know that. I just don't want people thinking it's not a playset. I know, but that would have been cool. But of course, you can't really make it like that without losing a lot of the detail. I think anyway. I'm not a Lego designer, but as a display set, this is nice. I really like the detailing on the back of the shell. It really replicates the shape of the Droideka that we see in the movies. I think they've done a really good job with how they've designed that. I'm very happy with the set, and I think it's going to look great on display.